Yeah. I like it like that better. So, well, it's that time of year again, and it's the end of the year, and that's that time again. And like with everything, you know, it's like people wonder why there's such a frenzy and a panic and a you know, rushing and a hustle and bustle. I always like hustle and bustle. It's like sounds like a dance. The last parts of the year are kind of like a record. When the record is like on the outside, it's all good, right? Because it's going round at 33 1/3, and it sounds good. As you get closer to the center of the record, it gets faster and faster, and the sound is not as good as it was on the beginning of the record. But the end of the record, they have to squeeze all that information in, and it's all distorted, and it's fast, and it's like a frenzy. It's like the end of the year, and like, I gotta... People are just like losing their shit, including me. I'm just like, I'm angry when I get bullied on the road, you know, and that's the way I look at it. I look at it as if I'm being bullied. And you know, I got bullied in school. I don't like fucking bullies, and like I can't like hold back when somebody like bullies me on the road. Like it really overcomes me, and it's just overwhelming. Like, not only do I want to get back at the bully for everything that happened to me, you know, in my childhood, but then I think of the people who, like, actually, the kids who fucking killed themselves because they got bullied by assholes like that. You know, so I kind of, like, double down, like, in my, I want to bully that bully. You know, I want to, like, stop that bully from bullying other people, and I want to, like, do something about him. And it's not really, it's not something that you should do. You really shouldn't, and I really want to, but like every time it happens, I get embarrassed by the time I am finished with the whole thing that I overreacted, and that's because of the bullying thing. Like, first you want to get back at that bully that bullied you, and then you want to get back at the bully that like harmed, you know, kids who were just like 16 and who ended up like taking their lives because they got bullied. So you want to like double down and fucking go, whoa, go off. You can't. You can't do it because it's not that one bully's fault for all the things. And in your mind, you sort of like consolidate all these wrongs, and you know, assign blame to that one random person, you know, which is not something you should do. And I'm trying to tell myself this because it's important to not die. Somebody pissed me off getting off an exit because they cut right in front. You know, I'm in a truck, and then like they try to get off the exit, so at the last minute they fucking cut in, and it drives me nuts because I didn't think anyone would try to get in between me and a tractor trailer, but I found out that no, there is a group of folks who are gonna do shit like that at the last minute to get off the exit. So, and I'm just like retelling it just makes me like really upset because I end up acting like someone I don't like. You know, like you end up doing things and being like, oh! You shouldn't be like that. You know, and when you have a calm, reflective moment, you can tell yourself, boy, I fucked up. You know, I overreacted when that person did that. I sort of took all of the infractions in my life, you know, people who did shit like that, and I put them in one bundle, and I assigned it to that one person. You can't do that shit in any way, in anything, in life, you know, because you do that. You say, all those people in my past that I had a problem with are all now consolidated into one person, doing the same or similar or not even similar things that those people did to me years ago. So it's really, you have to kind of tell yourself things like that. You have to talk yourself through these things, not to get mad, not to react. I was talking to my buddy you know, today or the other day about this, and yeah, it's hard, you know. You want to react, you want to like lash out, you want to say, I'm tired of getting bullied on the road. And that's what we're getting bullied. I'm getting bullied by like everybody. You know, and that's not because I'm driving 20 miles under the speed limit. I'm driving 10 to 15 over. And it's still not good enough. I don't know. What are you going to do? But anyway, people have fancy cars and they want to like vroom, vroom, vroom. And I'll do vroom, vroom, vroom. But not in my Ford Escape. Anyway, they call it an Escape because you get in it and you can just take off somewhere. And sometimes I really want to take them up on the offer. So, in all seriousness, I had that problem at the exit. It was about 5 o'clock on a Friday. And it really, like, just, you know, I start to calm down and then something like that happens and it, you know, it really brings it up and I'm working on it. But anyway, about an hour later, somebody in a similar truck, you know, I have an old Penske, and this was an old U-Haul, slammed into the back of a tanker. And it caused like a 4-car accident. The driver of the U-Haul, you know, was trapped in the vehicle, taken to the hospital by helicopter. I don't know, you know, how he's doing. It's not clear what his condition is. It turns into a major accident that could have been me, you know, in the parallel universe or the quantum leap universe or whatever universe we're in now with the flying amoebas and, you know, orbs and drones. And we had a problem on Christmas Eve. No, it was Christmas night. I was coming home from visiting my mother-in-law. You know, she lives in a facility. It was a residential facility for seniors. And, you know, I had my kid in the car, my wife, and we're driving back. And this asshole... Okay, Massachusetts plates, driving a Tesla. Okay, that's the two things I want to hear. Driving this close to our bumper and then like on a very windy road and then like passing us and then brake checking us. And, you know, this is Christmas night. I'm like, you guys take a fucking break. You know, it's like this guy with his fucking $80,000 car, you know, electric car, and he's like, you know, giving us a hard time in the Kia, you know, and we're just like back from the, you know, my wife was driving probably the speed limit or 5 over, you know. I don't understand, you know, it being Christmas night. Can't you just like take a break? Just take a, you know, a night or something? I mean, I don't know. But they don't. I mean, it's just awful. So those are the things I think about. And it's hard, you know, it's becoming harder to sort of let it go. Let it go, let the baby have his bottle. He's, you know, obviously that guy has some problems. Everybody has problems now? Really? The librarian or the lady that cut me off or the guy, you know, the young kid or the old, you know, it's just like everybody's like got a bad day. Is everybody having a bad day? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You know, hey, alien, sorry, come back later, we're just having a bad day. You know, we'll clean the place up a little bit, make it look nice, and when you come back, you'd be like, well, I guess we're not going to kill them all. I don't know, maybe just keep a couple. They're kind of funny, you know. Maybe that's why I'm going to be saved. You know, that's the real saved, you know, like, we're saved for religion, whatever. The real saved is like from the fucking, take some kind of like a putty knife, you know, and just scrape it across the planet Earth. And it's like, let's start this over. I need some things to strip this down to like the basics back here, and then we'll start over. Okay. Wouldn't that be interesting if that was like the case, you know? I mean, people are really concerned that that this is something, and I think it's something, but like it kind of fits into the narrative that I've been kind of like talking about for quite a while, and have had experiences that sort of push you in that direction, you know, that we're not alone or that there's something else. I think the real kicker is going to be when we realize that we're, you know, our place in the food chain or a place in the universe. You know, here's religion telling us all that we're the center of the universe. Well, God is, but you're like, you know, God's gift to whatever. So, like, there's a connection there, meaning that we have a direct connection with the creator of everything, which puts us on a different level than, like, all the other animals and things like that. And that's not really the case. So, be interesting to find out and to watch as these religions try to shoehorn their beliefs into the making sense of this. See, this is the thing in the Bible we talked about. This is the wheel in the sky. This is the Star of Bethlehem. It's a drone. That's the whole time when the three wise men were following it. They were following a drone. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe, oh, these things are devils. You know, they're going to be thinking that the biological creatures are going to be like devils, or some will embrace them as angels. How's that? That's how simple, you know, the mind is. Like, we got two choices for you. We've got Coke or Pepsi, Republican or Democrat, and we've got, you know, God or no God. And it's not always like that. It's like there's black and white, and nobody wants to go there, because once you're in one section, then the people who are in your section pull you back or beat you down if you say that you believe in something, and you're supposed to be part of this two-tiered thing, or two separate things. You know, everything's got to be divided into like two camps, you know. Everything's got two answers, right? Wrong or right, you know, and then like no one can agree what the answers are. Either they're wrong or right, but there's not like just two answers, and there's not just two things. And I don't know why they just decided that to organize a civilization or society, part of the organization involves like getting people to you know, go with either choice. Two choices. Maybe it's easier if you have three choices. It's like, Jesus Christ, I don't know, the one in the middle, you know, and it's never the right one.